The tech industry is standing at the edge of a revolution, and one company is pushing it forward with unprecedented force. Huawei, the Chinese tech powerhouse, has made a decision that could reshape the entire computing landscape for decades to come. They're cutting all ties with two of the biggest names in tech, Intel and Microsoft. No more Intel processors, no more Windows operating system. Instead, Huawei is going all in with its own Kirin processors and HarmonyOS. This isn't just a simple component swap, it's a complete reinvention of their computing strategy that could change everything. For years, Huawei's premium laptops relied on Intel's powerful processors, competing head-to-head with the best offerings from Apple, Dell, and HP. But everything changed in 2019 when US sanctions hit. Suddenly, Huawei found itself cut off from American technology. No more Intel chips, no Qualcomm modems, and no Windows licenses. Where most companies would have collapsed under such pressure, Huawei did the opposite. They doubled down on innovation, investing billions into developing their own alternatives. The fruits of this labor? The Kirin X90 processor and HarmonyOS, designed to completely replace their reliance on Western technology. The Kirin X90 represents much more than just another computer chip. It's Huawei's bold statement of technological independence. Using ARM architecture, the same foundation as Apple's groundbreaking M-series chips, this processor is engineered for maximum efficiency, seamless AI integration, and smooth performance. But there's a significant challenge Huawei still faces. While industry leaders like Apple and Qualcomm are manufacturing chips at 3nm scale, Huawei's Kirin X90 is built on a 7nm process. This means it might not immediately match the raw power of Intel's Core Ultra or AMD's Ryzen 9 processors. However, brute processing power isn't the only factor that matters in today's computing landscape. Apple demonstrated this perfectly with their M-series chips. By controlling both the hardware and software, they achieved levels of efficiency and performance that were previously unimaginable. Huawei is following this same playbook. With HarmonyOS specifically optimized for Kirin processors, they're aiming to deliver an experience that's more cohesive and integrated than what Windows could ever provide on their devices. Windows has been the undisputed king of PC operating systems for more than 3 decades. But Huawei believes the future belongs to a new kind of OS, one built from the ground up for AI capabilities, cloud integration, and seamless connectivity across all devices. HarmonyOS isn't just a Windows alternative. It's designed to work perfectly across smartphones, tablets, laptops, and even smart home devices. The big question is whether it can truly replace Windows for professional users. Microsoft's ecosystem, including Office, Azure, gaming, and enterprise software, is deeply entrenched in the market. But if Huawei can convince developers to create software for HarmonyOS, especially in their home Chinese market where Windows alternatives are gaining popularity, they could establish a significant foothold. What really sets Huawei's strategy apart is their focus on AI. They're not just building another PC, they're creating what they envision as the future of intelligent computing. Their upcoming AI PCs, scheduled for release in 2025, will feature advanced on-device AI capabilities capable of handling tasks like real-time translation, sophisticated photo editing, and even coding assistance. All this happens locally on the device, with no need for cloud connectivity. This could prove to be a game-changing advantage. While Intel and AMD are still working to integrate dedicated AI capabilities into their processors, Huawei is designing its chips with AI as a fundamental feature from the very beginning. If they can deliver on this promise of truly intelligent computing, they might just leapfrog the competition. The US sanctions were intended to cripple Huawei's technological capabilities. Instead, they appear to have accelerated the company's innovation. In 2024, Huawei reported staggering revenue of $118 billion, an impressive 22% increase despite all the restrictions they faced. Now with strong support from the Chinese government, Huawei is positioning itself as the standard bearer for a new, self-sufficient tech ecosystem. Of course, significant challenges remain. Outside of China, Huawei continues to face skepticism and regulatory obstacles. The success of HarmonyOS depends entirely on whether it can attract enough developers to compete with the established Windows and macOS ecosystems. And there are still questions about whether the Kirin X90 will deliver enough performance for demanding tasks like high-end gaming and professional-grade applications. The implications of Huawei's move extend far beyond just one company. This represents a potential shift in the entire tech industry. For generations, Intel and Microsoft have dominated computing, but now Arkansas M-based processors like Apple's M-series and Huawei's Kirin are proving that the traditional x86 architecture isn't the only viable path forward. If Huawei succeeds in establishing its independent computing ecosystem, it could inspire other companies to reduce their reliance on Western technology. The emergence of a fully self-sufficient Chinese computing platform would represent a major shift in global technological power dynamics. Huawei is undoubtedly taking an enormous gamble, but if their history has shown anything, it's that this is a company that performs best when under pressure. The Kirin X90 and HarmonyOS might not immediately surpass Intel and Windows in every aspect, but they don't need to. If Huawei can first establish dominance in the Chinese market and then gradually expand globally, they could fundamentally alter the tech landscape for years to come. One thing is certain, the entire tech world is watching closely. If Huawei manages to pull this off, it won't just be a victory for them, it will serve as a wake-up call for the entire industry about what's possible when a company commits fully to technological independence. The coming years will reveal whether this bold strategy pays off, but one thing is already clear: Huawei isn't just playing the game, they're trying to change it entirely.